I was standing near the service hallway when my brother smirked at his fiancée and added almost jokingly, "Tech types like quiet." He thought he was clever, thought I was invisible. But I saw the flicker in her eyes. Half amusement, half calculation, and I knew she was already part of it. So I slid my phone from my pocket. One touch. "Cancel the contract." The line went silent. Their faces froze. That was the first time they realized the trap wasn't mine. It was theirs. My brother wasn't always the enemy. He was my shadow, my mirror, older by 3 years, always louder, always quicker to claim credit. And me, the patient one, the builder, the one who worked behind the curtain while Hesmiled for the audience. When he introduced me to her, the woman he swore would steady him, I believed him. She had warmth in her smile and steadiness in her eyes. For once I thought maybe he'd found something real. Maybe he'd stop cutting corners, stop burning bridges. I was wrong. It started small. My designs turning up in his presentations, my contracts slipping out of my hands, reappearing under his name. At first, I thought it was carelessness, a mix-up, brothers in the same field, too many shared files, too much overlap. But then her laugh. One night I caught it on the other end of his call. Soft, rehearsed, too intimate for business. They were planning together. Not just to steal my work to erase me. I traced the trail. Emails rerouted, investors redirected, even the prenup she drafted, careful clauses, airtight, designed to funnel everything my brother touched straight into her name once the wedding bells rang. And my name, my work, I was the ghost. Convenient, disposable. The heartbreak wasn't hers. It was his. He betrayed me first, and she simply sealed the deal. I didn't shout. I didn't accuse. That would have given them control. Instead, I stayed quiet. I learned the rhythm of their deceit. I let him present my designs as his own. Let her polish the paperwork. Let them think the ground beneath me was crumbling. All the while, I was building something they couldn't see. I shifted the contracts, silent amendments, clauses buried under technical jargon my brother would never bother to read. The investors they thought they'd charmed, they were mine. Months before, he was dancing in a spotlight I wired to burnout. And her prenup I had a copy. I knew where it bent, where it broke. Every betrayal deserves its stage. I was setting theirs. The night before the wedding, I moved the final piece. Their grand deal, the one they believed would crown them king and queen of a tech empire, died quietly in my inbox. One message, one instruction, cancel the contract. By dawn, their empire had no foundation. At the ceremony, I stayed near the service hallway, out of sight, but close enough. My brother, grinning, adjusting his tie, whispering little boasts to his bride. She glowing in a dress she hadn't paid for, already wearing the look of someone who believed she owned the room. I let them enjoy it. That was part of the punishment because when the officiant asked if anyone objected, I didn't speak. I didn't need to. Instead, I waited. The call came first. One of his partners, frantic, whispering words that made his smile falter. Another call, then another. His phone buzzed like a dying engine. And then the moment. He looked at me. Just a glance across the room. That's when Heck knew. I stepped forward, not to stop the wedding. No, to witness it, to let her seal her fate beside his. Their eyes found me when the officiant pronounced them husband and wife. They wanted me broken, exiled. Instead, they saw me standing calm, untouched, the quiet storm they never heard until it was too late. And I smiled just enough for them to understand. Later, when the reception ended in whispers and lawyers circled like vultures, I slipped out through the same service hallway. My brother's empire gone, his bride's safety net torn apart before she even signed her new name. Together, they were trapped, bound to each other, but with nothing to hold. And me? I walked into the night freer than I'd ever been. People think revenge is about anger, about shouting, about fire. They're wrong. The sweetest revenge is silence, precision, patience. I never raised my voice. I never struck first. I only let them choke on the rope they wrapped around my throat. And when my brother looked into my eyes and realized who took his place at the table, in the company, in the future, he knew the truth. He lost not because I fought harder. He lost because I waited. And waiting has always been my gift.